In this video, I'm going to show how you can generate PDFs of shipping labels from your Airtable data. You can see here I have an order table and I have some information on the order. I have some other information in some of the other linked records here. But when I click on this Generate Shipping Label checkbox, what's going to happen is we're going to take this data, we're going to create a PDF of a shipping label and populate it with that data. And it's just been uploaded. And you can see when I open it up, I have my customer data there. I have some of the data related to the product itself, and it's all automated. Before we get into the actual generation of our shipping labels, I just want to go over quickly our database structure in Airtable. We have this table called order, where we have the order number, customer, product, status, shipping date, shipping label, which is an attachment field, and then this checkbox field that we're going to use to generate PDFs of the shipping labels in just a minute. Customer and product, they're both linked to other tables. They're both linked to single items. So if we look at our customer table here, we have a single customer that we can link to. And similarly with product, we're linking to the product inside in this table here. In order to generate PDFs of our shipping labels, we're going to be using a tool called DocuPotion. DocuPotion is a document generation automation tool that has a specific Airtable integration. So if you head over to DocuPotion.com and click on the register sign in button, you'll be able to sign up for a free account. I'm just going to do that quickly here in the background. Once you sign up for an account, you're going to be brought through a very brief onboarding wizard. I'm going to be generating PDFs from my Airtable data, so I'm going to check that option. And I can choose one of the templates that DocuPotion presents, or I can start with a blank template by clicking on this button. I'm actually going to use one of their templates because they're designed specifically for this purpose. You can see here we have a modern shipping label, which is the kind of standard 4x6 inch. And then we have this A4 size shipping label as well. I'm going to go for the smaller modern shipping label template. I'm then going to click on the Open in Editor button, and I'm going to be brought to the DocuPotion template editor. Now this is a drag and drop editor where you can drag different components onto the canvas or edit existing ones. And we're going to use this to fit it to our Airtable data. So this is the editor. If we click on the preview tab, we're going to get a preview of what our PDF is going to look like. And it's automatically filled with this placeholder data that is visible here in the data tab. Now you can change this around if you want, but what we want to do is to use our own Airtable data. And what we need to do is we need to make sure all this syntax here with the open curly braces and closed double curly braces, that it matches exactly what we have in our Airtable base. So for example, you can see here at the moment customer name and customer address are used as the kind of placeholders, and that's fine, but we actually need to make this match exactly what we have inside in our in our Airtable base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change customer name here, and I'm going to change it to customer name. Notice the uppercase C and the uppercase N. And what that's telling DocuPotion is that when you're generating the PDF, take the customer and then take their name. So it's actually going into the customer record and grabbing the name value. I'm going to do the same thing for customer.address. For from, we're actually going to leave this as a static. So let's just put this from Big Shirt Inc. 123 Main Street, Dublin, Ireland. Let's just move up a bit. Perfect. And for our barcode, so we can actually put in some barcode data here as well. Let's come back to that in a second. Weight, dimensions, and shipping date are other dynamic variables. So let's just see how that matches with our Airtable data. I can see here in product we have weight, dimensions. So let's use them. For weight, we'll put in product point weight. For dimensions, I'm going to put in product dimensions, and shipping date is actually back in our order table here. You can see there we have shipping date, so I'm going to do that. Perfect. And for barcode data, we actually don't have any barcode data in our Airtable table at the moment. Let's just add that quickly. So let's just add that in here. we'll do a single line text and we'll call it barcode data. Create that field and let's put in some sample data here. 1, 2, 3, A, B, 4, 7, 8, 1. Perfect. And then back in my template, I'm going to put in the data variable in the barcode data section itself. So I'm just going to put in barcode data, and I'm going to show that text below the barcode as well. Okay, let's try and generate a PDF of this. I'm just going to click the Save button, and then I'm going to go over to the Integrations tab. I'm going to click on Airtable, and we actually only need to fill out 3 fields here. It's really simple, but what we're essentially going to do is create an automation script that we're then going to trigger whenever we check this checkbox here. So we check this checkbox, we tell Airtable to go away to DocuPotion, create a PDF of our template, and then populate it with the Airtable data. I'm going to grab the URL first of all. That's the first thing we need to put in the table URL field. The second one is the PDF attachment field. And you may remember from our orders table, in our case, that is shipping label. So I'm going to type that in, exactly matching the syntax and the spelling of what we have here. And then do we want to override existing attachments? Yeah, we only want 1 shipping label per record. I'm then going to click on this generate script button, and DocuPotion is going to provide us with a script here that we can use in an Airtable automation. So I'm going to leave this tab open and I'm going to come back to this and copy it in just a second. But back in my Airtable base, I'm going to click on automations and I'm going to add a trigger. So we need to trigger our automation when something happens. And the condition I'm going to use is when record matches conditions. We're going to be selecting this from the order table. And the condition is going to be when generate shipping label is checked, we're then going to run a script. And then really importantly, before we paste in our script, because that's what we're going to do, we need to add an input. We need to tell DocuPotion which record to take the data from. So I'm going to type in record underscore ID. And then importantly, I'm going to match that to the Airtable record ID. I'm then going to go back to the DocuPotion template editor. I'm going to copy my automation script and I'm going to paste it in here. I'm then going to click on finish editing. I'm going to click on for the automation. And then I'm going to go back to my data. I'm going to click generate shipping label for this first record here. That is going to tell DocuPotion to generate a PDF of our shipping label template. And you can see it's been uploaded here. And if we open it up, we have our hard-coded company address, but we have the customer's address here. We have the barcode with the data that we added to it. We have the weight, we have the dimensions, and we have the shipping date. A couple of things I might change. I might add in a kilos to the end of the weight or whatever metric you're using. 65 kilos is probably a bit heavy for a t-shirt. And I might expand the dimensions text box to make it look a bit better. So let's do that quickly. Go back here. We're going to make this a bit wider. And we're going to center it underneath dimensions. And then for product weight, I'm just going to add in at the end of this kg, which again I know is unrealistic, but just for demonstration purposes. I'm just going to add some barcode data to our second record so it has something to reference. And now if I check that checkbox, we should see a PDF of a shipping label appear in this cell here in just a second. So we'll let that load up. And again, if we open it up, this time again we have this didn't happen because one thing we didn't do is we didn't save it. So it has saved automatically now, but we just didn't give that enough time. So let's try one more time, and good opportunity to show how PDFs will overwrite the prior ones if we check that checkbox on the integrations tab on overwriting attachments. And I'm guessing that's been updated now. Let's just take a look. And yeah, this time you can see we have full room for our dimensions and we have the kilos inside there as well. So that's how you generate shipping labels in Airtable using DocuPotion.